Welcome to the Elite Life Podcast with your hosts, Trisha and Kylee. Here, we guide you on a journey of personal and professional transformation, revealing the secrets to success. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, join us as we unlock the doors to the elite world of growth, grit, and grace. So, let's dive in.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Elite Life Podcast. I'm Kylee, and as always, sitting over there in her glorious glory is Miss Trisha. How's it going, Trish?
Hi, it's going wonderfully.
I love it, and I love you. And I'm so glad that you all out in listener land are here today because we have got a lot of gold nuggets for you. So if you happen to be driving or doing something with your hands, make a mental note to come back to this episode later so you can take some actual notes with pen and paper.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my face.
It's beautiful. It's full of beautifulness. Okay, so don't you worry about it.
Yes, and today we are diving into the world of free value ads. Those little extras that don't cost much but can make a huge impact on how your clients perceive you and your business. Whether you're a realtor, a small business owner, or an entrepreneur, these strategies can help you build stronger relationships and stand out from the competition. I am always asking myself, did that add value? Is this add value?
Exactly.
How are we adding value with this podcast, with this webinar, with this meeting, whatever the case may be? You got to give them something or else it's not worth it.
Give the people what they want.
Absolutely.
And what the people want is meat and potatoes. So here we are. We're going to jump right in, and we are going to talk about one of the most simplest yet most effective value ads, which is free consultations.
Yeah, I mean, it is such a powerful tool, especially for realtors. Like, I don't want to work with somebody unless I have done a free consultation for them because it just establishes trust right off the bat. You're able to offer your expertise without any obligations. Your clients feel more comfortable and they're more likely to choose you when they are ready to make a move. So it's all about that initial connection. We have to sit down and build that rapport together.
Also, it's super professional. I don't care what industry you're in. You should be offering a free consult at the outset of your relationship with these people. We do Trisha calls them buyer consults. I call them strategy sessions. And she's right. It is absolutely a way to really get in front of people. So when I'm on the phone with someone for the first time, like if I'm calling a list or I'm calling somebody that I met on Facebook, I'm getting their preliminary information, learning very briefly about their goals. And I always say, okay, the next step is for us to have a free strategy session. And we set that up. And it's an amazing way to look professional, feel professional, get in front of them, because that's half the battle, right? Trish is physically getting in front of these people. And again, like Trisha said, if you plan and you put together a really great presentation, they can't say no.
Yeah, and you're showing them that you're invested in their success, giving them resources. So like I always start by talking about market trends. And if we're talking about selling, I'll talk about home staging tips.
Clean your shit up.
Yeah, advice on neighborhood amenities if you're looking in a new neighborhood. I give them sometimes it's just simple tips like, hey, if you're moving from a different neighborhood and you don't know anything about this new neighborhood, grab your lunch, drive to that block, sit there and eat your lunch with the windows down. See how you like the neighborhood. A lot of times people wouldn't think to do that. So sometimes it's just a very simple, small thing that can go a very long way.
Absolutely. I always tell people like when they pick houses and they want to go see them, like cruise through at about 8:30 on a Saturday night. You are going to get a great feel for who your neighbors are and what they're up to on the weekend.
Yeah, and speaking of neighborhood amenities, another fantastic value add is providing free information about community events.
Absolutely.
You just sent out
People
for Waterford like
this.
a bunch of community events. And I was like, oh, that's like super, super useful for realtors, entrepreneurs, anybody who's marketing to families or individuals who are new to the area.
Yeah, and we're talking about like it's fall now, so tell everybody how to get to all the local apple orchards or holiday celebrations or farmers markets. markets, events that can really make the neighborhood feel like home. So there's a lot of neighborhoods. I sold in I forget, the something gardens in Livonia. And they have events in that neighborhood. Like they'll get food trucks and like park them at the park and have like a family night, things like that. So you want to make sure that you put this together in a super cute way and hand it out. It is something that costs you $0 and can make you look like a hero.
Yeah, for sure. When we moved here into Clarkston, I knew nothing about Clarkston. And that is what really got me excited, was going down to Depot Park and getting the flyer about like the music. And they have jazz in the park. They have food trucks. They have Oktoberfest. And like every week I get this, or every month I get this like magazine, like what's going on in Clarkston.
Yeah.
And I wish that I got to more events, but it still makes me excited to like imagine that I'm getting to the events.
But that's the other tip too, is like if you are close by, try to go to these events too. And it gives you another opportunity to invite people, right? So if you, like Fall Fest, for example, Elite Realty hosts our Fall Fest every year at the Waterford office. So that gives us another opportunity, just one more reason, and not just like a random reason like, hey, Sharon, I sold you a house last year. How's it going? Hey, Sharon, it's Kylie. I can't believe it's been a year since you moved into your house. Listen, we're putting on this amazing event. Or, hey, I'm going to be at XYZ. Why don't you come meet me? I'll buy you a hot dog or I'll buy you a drink or something like that, just to say hi, reconnect, blah, 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 blah. So these are really great value adds that are literally free.
Yeah. And another free value add is hosting an educational webinar. So this is something that works well for any business owner.
All businesses.
Not just realtors, any sort of entrepreneur, any sort of specialist at all. It could be a workshop.
I did this when I was selling essential oils. And you did it with Beachbody.
Yes, absolutely. I did a nutrition seminar on food portioning and what foods fell into what macros. So it could be do-it-yourself home improvement series. It could be webinars that position you as an expert. You're just sharing and giving some value to people out in the world.
Absolutely. And the best part is these are super duper cost effective because you can host webinars from the comfort of your home or your office. You can use Zoom. There's Google Meet. There's a bunch of different ways that you can get all these people together, and it gives you an opportunity to collect their name, phone number, and email address and throw them in your CRM.
Yeah, and the webinars give you content that you can repurpose. So you record them and then you share them on your social media, on your website as a free resource to new clients.
You could chop it up. You could chop it up and make shorts and stuff.
Drop it in email drips, all kinds of things.
That's a good idea. I like that a lot. And then local recommendations. So this is something that I like to do when I'm waiting for Trisha to sneeze.
I'm not going to sneeze.
So, for example, when in addition to like what we just talked about like community events, if you have an idea, like if someone's moving to Waterford and they've never lived in Waterford, I'm like, let me tell you where to go for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let me tell you what fun things there are to do. You can drive 5 minutes in any direction and be at this park, that lake, this place. Local recommendations are huge, 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 huge.
Yeah, I love that. Imagine you're helping a client move into a new town and you give them a curated list of the best coffee shops, parks, and pizza.
Yeah.
Little touches make your service more memorable.
Absolutely. And it's relatively easy to gather this information. I mean, we have the internet now. So all you have to do is put in pizza places near 123 Apple Street in Livonia, and you're going to get a list, and then you can sort them by their 5-star reviews, and then you pick the top 3 and you put them on your list.
Or you actually spend some time exploring your area and go to these places. Extra fun for you. Go eat the pizza. Go check out the pie. Go visit.
Trisha's giving us, hold on. Trisha's giving us permission to eat the pizza and the pie. So let's all go. Drop what you're doing right now. Go eat the pizza and the pie. Okay. So speaking of online engagement, don't forget about social media shout outs.
Yeah.
So when you have a new client, you do a closing or you bring someone new onto your team, make sure that you're posting on social media so that A, people see that you're doing business, B, people see that other people want to do business with you, and C, you're letting people know that you're in the area and you're ready to help them.
Yeah, people love to feel appreciated, and a simple post can go a long way. Plus, it's great for your social proof, right? When potential clients see you're celebrating your current clients, it reinforces that you're someone who actually cares. And I experienced this morning when me and Tracy and Suze went walking. We stopped by Tracy's friend's gym, and she's a personal trainer, and she was talking to her about how she moved from a smaller space into a bigger space. And she's like, I could not have done it without you and all of my clients. You guys share me, you cheer me on, you post me on your socials, you help me grow and expand, and I'm just so grateful for you guys.
Yeah.
And so they really like just cheer each other on and support each other, and that's just something so great to see.
And it's free. Being nice and being kind and sharing stuff on social media is super free. And that brings us to personalized follow-ups. So after a transaction or after a webinar or after meeting someone at an event, you want to make sure that you are able to connect with them, give them a phone call, shoot them a text, send them a handwritten note, send a small gift, or even just like a follow-up email. Hey, it was cool to meet you. I really enjoyed. And then just like sprinkle in some of the crap you remember that they told you about, hearing about your dog, blah, blah, blah. And that really helps you stand out among the crowd. It really does.
Yeah, because the transaction might be over, but the relationship shouldn't be. Checking in shows that you care about their long-term satisfaction, not just the sale. I actually just this week put this on my business activity tracker to last week. Last week was the first week I did it. Write 2 handwritten notes to my clients or people that have been impactful to me that week. So every single week I am writing 2 handwritten notes to send in the mail to somebody.
So why the hell haven't I gotten mine?
Because I just started last week and you weren't one of my 2 people.
Not even on the list.
Not last week.
That's garbage. Okay, so this can, like Trisha said, it can lead to more referrals, repeat business. People remember how you made them feel. And that's why, like at Elite Realty, we are all about the experience. From the moment I get somebody on the phone until the moment they close and beyond, I want to make sure they have an experience and they have a memorable experience and not for the wrong reasons, right? Right.
So to recap, there are so many ways to add value to your clients without spending a fortune or maybe even a dime. Offer free consultations, share information about local events, host webinars, give personalized follow-ups, and get creative with local recommendations and social media shout-outs.
Absolutely. And one more thing is you can partner with other entrepreneurs and businesses in your community or in the communities where you're doing business and where you want to cultivate some clientele. You can do like co-branded stuff. I remember one of our agents, she made a deal with the smoothie shop and she posted up at the smoothie shop and she invited everybody to come and meet her and she would buy them a smoothie, and the people at the smoothie shop got business, she got business, everything was great. Yeah. So think outside of the box. I hope this was super helpful for you. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you subscribe to the show, you share the show, and you come back next week because we drop fresh content every single Thursday.
Lots of value for you.
On the Elite Life.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us today on the Elite Life Podcast with Trish and Kylee. Don't forget to share this episode with a friend so we can keep delivering you more fantastic insights on grit, grace, and growth. Stay connected with us on Instagram and Facebook, where we'll keep the ideas flowing to help you build a life you love and leave a legacy you can be proud of. Until next time.